my god, that voice. Bakugo is clearly a villain in his early days, and yet would go on to get into the most prestigious hero academy in the world. Do the schools not have any records of this?
Here's the sad truth. All men are not created equal.
That's racist. Also, not having a quirk didn't make him lose, it being f***ing 3-on-1 made him lose. Even if these little assholes didn't have powers, they'd still have won. Would someone tell this officer he's not doing his job right? He's clearly holding out his baton and using a megaphone as though to tell people to keep back, and look how many people are closer to the danger than him. You failed, dude. Okay, I'm removing his sin for this, because his reaction always makes me laugh.
It was an age of heroes.
This guy's an asshole to overhead lines.
Do you know what happened? Just some amateur. Stole someone's bag and then got himself cornered.
This idiot makes it sound as though it's unimpressive for a villain to be such an amateur at stealing things. That's a good thing, means he's not doing it much. And what the hell is this guy's quirk? Growing throwing stars out of his fucking head?
Assault, robbery, and illegal use of powers during rush hour traffic.
So is it legal to use powers during non-rush hour traffic? Are you breaking the law using your powers during rush hour traffic? Is no one allowed to use their powers during rush hour traffic? Ah, fuck it.
You are the incarnation of evil.
Seriously? He's the incarnation of evil for stealing a bag and breaking an overhead line? What about the murderers? Man, you haven't faced much evil. Removing a sin, and I don't have to state a reason. Someone should tell these guys that a money shot is clearly not what they think it is.
Wait, she's getting all the credit?
Well, yeah, dude, you didn't actually do anything other than swing around when the guy tried to throw you. She actually caught him.
I know you all want to go to the hero track.
There looks to be some really shitty powers here. This girl's got horns, this dude can make his neck longer, this kid has an enlarged lower face, and this boy is literally just pulling his fucking eyes out. They're not exactly the next X-Men, and yet all of them would go on to laugh at Midoriya.
Yes, you've got some very impressive quirks, but no power usage allowed in school. Get a hold of yourself.
Hey, Teach. Don't let me in with this bunch of losers.
He actually said they all want to become heroes and said they all have impressive quirks, so that makes you a dick for not listening properly. You have your feet up on the desk, so you're an asshole cliche.
That school has a 0.2% acceptance rate. It's impossible to get into.
Clearly they don't teach math at this school, because an 0.2% acceptance rate means that 0.2% of people get to go into the school. Thus it's not impossible. That's right, kid with long nose and other kid who can't see through his hair. Laugh at the guy who has no quirk, because being able to smell more and not see are abilities every hero wants. Bakugo is addicted to desks. Also, the teacher sees all of this and doesn't try to stop it in any way, and Bakugo is still let into the Hero Academy later on. Does no one keep records on this guy? Seriously? All Might is desperate to keep his secret hidden from the world, yet uses his ability to grow into his full size right in plain view of everyone in this crowded street.
I am here.
Alex Louise Armstrong.
Here's a little word of advice, nerd. Don't even think of applying, or else.
That's called a threat, not advice.
I'm sorry, Izuku. I wish things were different.
I'm gonna remove a sin, not for this dub version but for the Japanese one, where the mixture of her voice and the music is brilliant.
A villain?
How do you know? I know he has a creepy smile and everything, but he could just be a sewer quirk man who uses the sewers to move around. So that's racist. That is f***ing gross.
Let go! I love my fans, but this is too much!
No way! We're flying! If I let go now, I'll die!
Superheroes should already know that pushing a kid off at this height would most definitely kill him. Also, why doesn't the same thing happen to All Might's face? Does his superpower make his facial muscles really tight?
Could I ever hope to be someone like you?
If All Might really wanted to keep it secret, he could have just said, "Of course," and then jumped away.
Or we can sneak into the bar at the station, pick up some ladies. Now that's a good idea.
Idiots! If we get caught, there's no way UA would let me in!
Bakugo talks about UA not letting them in if they are caught sneaking into a bar to pick up girls. However, openly using his powers to destroy a desk and bully a student in front of a teacher is perfectly acceptable.
But you deflated! Where'd All Might go? You're not him! You're a fake!
An imposter!
That's racist. So everyone who operated on All Might are also sworn to secrecy? Man, for a guy using his quirk in a crowded street and having hospital visits and surgeries and telling all the faculty members at UA the truth, the fact that it's kept a secret is a fucking miracle.
So does that mean it was the fight with Toxic Chainsaw?
Wow, you know your stuff. Most of the world has never heard of this fight. I did everything I could to keep it under wraps.
So how did Midoriya find out about this fight when he was 9 or 10 years old? Obviously All Might got a lot better at hiding things from the public later on. Star Wars!
My only weakness! I need at least a 2-lane road if I'm gonna make my way through here!
Or you could just shrink down like you did in episode 1 and then re-enlarge again. Okay, I'm gonna remove a sim for this whole amazing scene.
Don't think you can look down on me! Huh? Got that? I was fine by myself! You're just a quirkless failure who won't even cut it as a Rent-A-Cop!
Bakugou's still a dick. If All Might was out of time earlier and since then smashed away the sewage monster, got interviewed for a while and now is caught up with Midoriya, shouldn't this have shortened his hero time like the final fight did?
Young man, you too can become a hero.
Removing a sim for this epic scene.
One person improves the power, then hands it off to another person. It continues to grow as it's passed along.
So then why was his predecessor not known worldwide for having the same abilities as All Might before his time?
Seriously, you gotta stop crying so much if you want my quirk.
Exactly. Teacher uses his power to get Midoriya's attention rather than just using his voice, thus breaking the rules by using his power at school. Baka. Rocky montage. Unnecessary I'm done screams.
Holy stinking super crap!
Seriously, they changed the line from the sub, "Oh my goodness," to "Holy stinking super crap." That's a sin right there. Perhaps Midoriya shouldn't have spent his time wasting energy by loudly screaming if he was then going to be so weak that he falls from the pile of trash into All Might's arms. Was he aware All Might was there? Did he know it'd transform and quickly catch him? Seems like a pretty dumb thing to do, risking death after all of that hard work.
I see. They're splitting us up so we can't work with any of our friends.
Yeah, you're right. Our examinee numbers are one after the other, but we're assigned to different battle centers.
Get your eyes off my card.
And yet you brought up the topic.
As General Napoleon Bonaparte once laid down, a true hero is one who overcomes life's misfortunes.
I actually can't find this quote anywhere, and I conclude he likely didn't say this, so I'm sinning it until I'm told otherwise. Also, if you're referring to Napoleon in this way, then you should really call him Napoleon I, which was his title when he was Emperor of France, rather than a rank he held when in the military.
He's here too!
She looks like she's trying to focus on the trials ahead. What are you going to do? Distract her and ruin her chances to succeed?
Nosy student is nosy.
Good! You swallowed it, yes?
That's what he said?
Holy crap, I'm gonna die!
Seriously? They let kids with no quirks enter this school. How the hell would they be able to survive this parked course? This seems like an odd way to place the monitoring screens. Look how this robot's destroying the city. Do they have to rebuild it all every year for the new students? Seems like a waste of money. Again, how would a normal person who just got in on pure grades with no quirk be able to survive this? It's madness! See, even a girl with an awesome quirk would have been crushed to death under this robot. I'm gonna remove a sim for this extreme badassery.
And this is just a hair of his quirk!
Midoriya says this is just a hair of his quirk, when all Might needs to do is give a hair to give over his whole power. It's not like he has to shave his head and make Midoriya eat every bit of it in order to gain all the power. At the speed in which he was falling, which would have been around 100 miles per hour, this is an absurdly well-timed slap. Magic puke.
That's such an amazing quirk. How come he didn't snag any points all day?
Maybe he was trying to trick all of us.
Joke's on him. There's no way he's passing with a 0 score like that.
How do these students know that Midoriya's score is 0? They said before this arena is the size of a city, so he could have gotten points elsewhere earlier on. Worst way to open a letter ever. Pre-recorded hologram waits for Midoriya to feel sorry for himself before continuing on.
Do you have a sec? Sorry to interrupt.
She showed up after the exam to talk about Midoriya, and we somehow were already recording the doorway before she came along.
You're all set?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You didn't just pack action figures, right?
I have everything.
Is that something he's done before? Like a 15-year-old packing his bag with just action figures?
Hey, I recognize that messed up hair. Falling Boy!
Really? He smashes that giant robot saving your life and the nickname you give him is Falling Boy after you almost tripped on the first day. Real nice.
What did you do to pass the exam? You must have cheated somehow, right? I'm supposed to be the first and only student from this crappy school to get into UA!
Why are you supposed to be the first student from the school to get into UA? Was this like a prophecy when you were born or something? Caterpillar Man.
You can't send one of us home! I mean, we just got here!
Don't argue with the man who just told you that UA runs by different rules and that he has the power to expel whoever he wants. That's just being Baka. You literally just said this wasn't supposed to be fun and how horrible it's all going to be, then you call it a game. Why not a test or something like that? Be consistent, dude.
Even if I have a lot to learn, I'll focus on what I can do right now!
Okay, this scene is just brilliant, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove a sin.
So you propelled the ball, the last possible point of contact, by sending the power of your quirk.
Yes, we know, All Might. We just saw it. Bakugo goes to attack Midoriya, has to be restrained by the teacher, and still nothing happens to him. Not even a warning. Basically, this guy's been breaking rules left, right, and center for years and showing attributes of an asshole, and no one has called him on it. That is not how you're supposed to run. Is there really a need for a Coke hero?
Sneak attack Bakugo? What kind of man pulls cheap crap like that?
It's a viable strategy. He's playing the part, acting like a true villain would.
No, he's just an asshole is all. Midoriya tells Bakugo how he's able to beat him by knowing his moves, thus rendering all his notes pointless if Bakugo just goes and does something different next time. Good going!
Why are you being...
Okay,
Kamchan!
Someone like you would have me!
But I thought you said that I'm so lucky. Why won't my feet? I'm gonna fail! What? Walk like an Egyptian.
E.T. Home phone.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.